For 9 years, the Liberal government, propped up by the NDP, chose together to double the size of the federal debt, which is on track to lead to a generational debt crisis for the children of today and tomorrow. They chose together to support expensive third-party consultants at the same time as seeing a decline in accountability in federal department services, with many departments not meeting their own minimum service standards. They chose together to increase taxes, including carbon tax, excise tax, and payroll tax. What are the results of the Liberals being propped up by the NDP choices? A cost of living crisis that is destroying the spending power of working-class families, causing a record number of Canadians having to go to the food bank and people losing hope. After 9 years of this Prime Minister, it now takes the same amount of time to save for a down payment on the average home that it used to take to pay it off. People with less quality of life than the previous generation. People with more mental health and addiction issues than any time in the past. I was hopeful that the Liberal ministers in their 9th year of government might listen to Canadians. Conservatives were clear about what we wanted in this budget to support it. We wanted the government to axe the tax on farmers and food by immediately passing Bill C-234 in its original form, which would give farmers in my community and across the country much-needed tax relief. We wanted them to build homes, not the bureaucracy, by requiring cities permit 15% more home building each year as a condition for receiving federal infrastructure funding. We wanted them to cap their wasteful spending with a dollar-for-dollar rule to bring down interest rates and inflation, which presently impacts Canadians in many ways, including mortgage renewals. Just like a family managing their household budget, Ottawa should always look to find a dollar in savings before looking for a dollar in new spending. Sadly, this NDP Liberal government did not meet any of these common sense requests. The Finance Minister has again chosen the same inflationary deficits that have pushed Canadians into a cost of living crisis. Now, in listening to the Minister of Finance present her budget, I was particularly struck by one line. In her budget speech, the Minister of Finance discussed the importance of not passing on ballooning debt to our children. Well, this is exactly what this budget does.